They're starting to come in fast all of a sudden, and by they, I mean unicorn motorcycles. Last year, the Cove 450 Rally hit American shores, Royal Enfield just released its Himalayan 450, and now KTM looks like it will come out with its new unicorn bike entry sometime in 2024. And yes, KTM has the 690 Enduro, which is already a unicorn type bike, but that motorcycle can't compete with the others I mentioned in terms of price, whereas this new KTM is very likely to be priced within reach of most riders. What is this new motorcycle, and what do we know so far from the spy shots? Stay tuned to find out. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with friends. The KTM 390 Adventure has always been a polarizing bike. Introduced in 2019 as a 2020 model, it over-delivered in terms of electronics and on-road performance for this class of motorcycles. This bike is seriously sporty on pavement with its 393cc single delivering 43 horsepower, more than enough to push a 379-pound wet bike to some spicy speeds in both the straights and corners. The fully adjustable WP suspension is a step above the competition in this category, as are riding modes, which include an off-road setting. This setting adjusts the traction control, another rarity in this class, as well as ABS for off-road duty. So why is it polarizing? Because it's a KTM, and as such the expectation was that it would be the absolute top of the heap in terms of off-road performance. And so when it was introduced, riders were disappointed by the 19 17-inch mag wheels. The hardcore off-roaders were hoping for a 21 and 18-inch combination, and the limited suspension travel, 6.7 inches front and 7 inches rear. Not bad, but not enduro numbers. KTM essentially built an affordable, sporty, and techy adventure bike, not the rally bike the hardcore crowd was hoping for. Additionally, the engine, although powerful, needed to be revved hard to get the best out of the bike. Good for the pavement, but off-road you want that power low in the revs in order to get the luggability factor. Well, now KTM has an improved engine, the LC4C motor that was just introduced in the new 390 Duke. This is still a single-cylinder 4-valve unit, but now has a longer stroke which increases the displacement to 399cc. In the Duke, horsepower is increased to 44 and torque is bumped up to an impressive 29 pound-feet versus the previous motor's 26. More importantly for off-roading, peak power has been moved down from 9,500 RPM to 8,500. So the new Duke motor is actually better suited to riding the new 390 Adventure on dirt. And that bike has been spied going through its final testing because it looks pretty production ready in the spy shots, so expect it to be out sometime in 2024. What can we tell from the pictures? The steel trellis frame appears to be similar to the new Duke's, which is lighter and more rigid than the previous models. The 21 and 18-inch wheels are wire-spoked instead of the alloy wheels on the current model, and the WP suspension looks to have considerably longer travel. It's unclear how tall the rider in the picture is, but judging by the bike's proportions, this is a tall motorcycle and looks ready for serious off-road adventure. The high front fender hints that this is a much more worthy off-road weapon than the previous model, and the new stacked headlight is a huge improvement over KTM's buggy look. This motorcycle has a proper rally bike stance and looks better off for it. The riding position appears spread out with ample legroom, and the tall windshield has a lip at the top and will deflect a lot more air blast than the previous, almost non-existent one. Whether KTM will straight up replace the previous model with this one or sell both, one road-oriented and the other more dirt-worthy, is unclear. Perhaps they'll want to keep the current model around for riders who want a lower seat, a road touring version. Though the current model's 33.7-inch or lower 32.6-inch seat height options seem taller because the bike is rather wide. Either way, KTM looks to be in a hurry to get this motorcycle to market to take on the new Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. The new 390 Adventure should be much lighter than the 432-pound Himalayan, perhaps close to the current model's 379 pounds, which would be decent for a bike with that much power. Yes, the Honda CRF 300L Rally is lighter, but it also carries less fuel, has soft, largely non-adjustable suspension, and is a lot less powerful with only 27 horsepower. Price-wise, expect a bump up from the current model's MSRP of $6,700 US or $7,400 Canadian. but hopefully not too large a bump. KTM tends to produce good value bikes at its India-based factories. So, is this that perfect motorcycle that can cruise the highway just as easily as it tackles single track? Well, it probably won't be quite as off-road capable as the Kove 450 Rally, but that bike is not widely available yet, nor does it have KTM's dealership network. So perhaps the new 390 Adventure will be the go-to unicorn for riders who want that truly 50-50 on-off-road, do-it-all motorcycle. I have to admit, it looks tempting. And if the weight, suspension, and price are on point, who knows? I'd hate to be unfaithful to my Tenere 700, but this motorcycle could make me stray. I'd have to keep an eye on the forums though to make sure the reliability is there. That's one area where KTM has taken some criticism. I guess I could check out what people are saying about the new 390 Duke to get an idea. But what about you? Would this be your unicorn? Would this bike make you hold off on getting the new Himalayan 450 for another year just to see if KTM is the better buy? Please share your thoughts on this new unicorn candidate in the comments below. Ride safe, and may the spokes be with you.